One of those people that can actually afford to buy anything lavish is none other than Bill Gates. We know the man, and we can see how successful he is today. With his net worth of around $104 billion, it is safe to say that he can buy everything that he sets his eyes on. Most of you already know how he got to the top. Yes, he founded Microsoft in 1975 together with his high school friend Paul Allen. That was a long time ago. Well, he does not just create something that will make him wealthy, but Microsoft is also considered to be the first and original software company. Creating it really changed the lives of people and started lots of things. Almost everyone has their own computers, and Microsoft kick-started that trend. It is being used everywhere, and there is no wonder that it has continuously grown ever since it was launched. The company is still growing because in a span of 5 years, it was able to have a 300% increase in their stocks. The company is really powerful. Although Bill Gates is not the current CEO and has long stepped down in 2006, it does not mean that his wealth decreases. He is not a business magnate for nothing. Bill Gates has other business ventures and lots of investments like stocks in various companies. It was more convenient since he has a holding company called Cascade Investment. He is a stockholder of companies like Corbis, John Deere and Company, Beyond Meat, and Four Seasons Hotels and Resort. His fortune can last him up to 245 years if he is going to spend $1 million every day. That's a lot more years if he is not going to spend $1 million daily. But Bill Gates sure knows how to spend his money. Most of his purchases are properties. If you know his story, you would also probably know that his famous house in Medina, Washington. His house is called Xanadu 2.0. This massive property cost him $125 million. He paid an additional $2 million for the land near the water, then spent additional $66 million to build to his liking. The mansion is 66,000 square foot in dimension. He can fit anything he needs and wants inside that huge space. It was even built in the coastline not only for the view but also to regulate temperature. You will find 7 bedrooms and 24 bathrooms inside. The interior of the house is equipped with the latest technology. The family has a pin that can adjust the room's lighting, music, and temperature without even having to touch any buttons. There are screens around the house that display famous artworks and cost approximately $150,000. If these features amazed you, then this home has more to offer that might make your jaw drop. There's a 2,500 square foot state-of-the-art gym that features a 20-foot ceiling in some areas, which happens to be the trampoline room. If you're done burning those calories, you can entertain yourself in many other ways. There is a home theater that includes 20 seats and a popcorn machine. You can fit more things inside a theater since it is 1,500 square foot in dimension. If Bill Gates wants peace and quiet, or just wants to refresh his mind, then he can lounge in the 2,100 square foot library. What's more exciting is that the library has 2 hidden rooms. One of these hidden rooms will lead you to a speakeasy. Gates must be keeping some of his valuable liquors in there. Guests might probably feel like a 5-star hotel is welcoming them whenever they visit the Xanadu because of its 2,300 square foot reception hall that can accommodate up to 200 people. If Bill Gates hosts a dinner party, the dining room can seat up to 24 guests. If it is a more casual party, guests can enjoy the 60-foot pool that has its own building. The pool even has its own underwater sound system. You can also find a spa and locker room in this area. There is a man-made estuary to the further side of the pool house. The property even has its own beach. Why would Bill Gates even bother to go to the Caribbean on busy days if he has the money to import the sand from the Caribbean to his own property? He spent lots of money on this house, but that is not the only one he has. His other famous property is his Del Mar home that he bought for $43 million. A lot cheaper than the Xanadu, but it is as beautiful as the first one. It is 5,800 square foot wide and was recently purchased in 2020. This house has 4 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. There is also 120 feet of beachfront access. The house is designed with limestone and light mahogany. Even the patio has a view of the beach. There are jacuzzi tubs, infinity pool, and fire pits. They can also relax in the health spa, and even though the main attraction of this house is the beach, which I bet also inspired the interior, there are still endless ways to enjoy it. There is a tennis court, a home theater, guest houses, and a huge greenhouse. Bill Gates does not only indulge in mansions, but he also bought Rancho Pasadena in 2014. This is also located in California like his Del Mar home. The rancho is 229 acres wide and he snagged the property at $18 million. There are 430 stable barns and 21 stall barns. Of course, there is a racetrack where Bill can take his horses around. The wealthy must really love horses because apparently Gates has spent $59 million on various ranch properties in Wellington, Florida. He has several stables, pastures, racetracks, and even homes in his property. One of those houses is 7,000 square feet, which definitely fits its 6 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms. Although Bill obviously loves his ranches and horses, there is no stopping him with buying the $12.5 million in Palm Desert, California. It has 9 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. Bill also has access to a golf course beside this house. If he just wants to feel closer to nature, he can always go to his 492 acres ranch in Wyoming. This ranch is even more special because Buffalo Bill Cody once owned this property. Bill purchased this land for $8.9 million. No, it does not dent his fortune. Bill Gates loves to decorate his homes with artworks, and for sure, the interior of all his properties is well thought of. He even bought a 16th century Leonardo da Vinci manuscript for $30 million and a Winslow Homer painting for a whopping $36 million. He also has a number of fancy cars that amount to around $5.1 million in total. To give you an idea, he owns a few vintage Porsches, an Audi R8, a Tesla Model X, a Bugatti Veyron priced at $1.7 million, and a Lamborghini Aventador for $600,000. If he does not feel like driving around or traveling by land, his Bombardier BD700 Global Express will fly him to his destination. This aircraft can seat 19 passengers and is worth $40 million. Everything Bill owns is lavish and expensive. Although he spends a lot on buying the things and properties I have mentioned, he still has more money to spare for his philanthropic endeavors. Bill and his wife Melinda established the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that aims to help in improving education and global health. In order to finance their goals in this foundation, they've already donated more than $36 billion. Bill must be completely satisfied with the things he has because he promised to donate more than half of his net worth. That is really impressive. Well, what would you do if you already have everything you ever want and still have lots of money? Will you donate most of it like Bill Gates? For me, I would love to fly out in space with one of Elon's SpaceX rockets out in space. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with a friend or a family member. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep you updated on our latest posts and videos. This video is brought to you by Finest Luxury. We'll see you on our next video.
With